Today is a good day. Welcome back to the...
Just another missive. Minus tech test. Grab the torches. Get the
So yeah,
pitchforks.
maybe next time let me finish, okay? Welcome back to the channel, buddy, and I hope you're doing fine. Today we have another update video about hunger. There will be multiple parts to this video. First, we're gonna talk about the next tech test, because it got announced, so I'm gonna let you know how to get everything ready for this. Then we will talk about the latest missive that they released. It would be I think the stash and the vault. It's not going to be a too interesting topic, but hey, for the sake of completion, we're going to put that in there too. And then at the end, I have a little bit of gameplay. Okay, and with that, let's get going. Okay, let's talk about the most important thing of today's video, the tech test. So the next tech test, number 3, will be Monday, June 29th, 2026. Double checking, not 2027, perfect. Now it says for me 11 AM because it's a region-specific timestamp. When you are part of the Discord, that timestamp will adjust to your settings. Now the crazy part is estimated runtime is 7 days. This is really nice because when you have a busy work week, you still have the weekend to play. It's just a little bit unfortunate for the people who are on holiday, but open beta soon. Okay, then join the GFC Discord for access. If I get the link, I'm gonna put it in the pinned comment because a lot of people were already asking, okay, join the GFC Discord. How do I do that? So I'm gonna put a link when I have it into the pinned comment so you have nothing to worry about this. More information will follow soon. I love it how they have now this soon just as almost a meme, and they just embrace the meme. I think this is the way to do it. Okay, so this is tech test info. We're done with this. Now let's jump to the missive. I'm so excited. Okay, let's talk about the missive though. We have missive 10 now, the stash and development update. Hello living, beyond the blood and mud of the expeditions, there must be a place where what you've earned can rest, a place untouched by chaos. In hunger, that sanctuary is your stash. The heart of the chateau. The stash is your stronghold of security within the chateau, accessible by speaking to Louis in outer ramparts. It functions as a primary point of storage, loader preparation, and post-expedition resource consolidation. In my previous videos, I showed it already, especially in the last video where we had all the gameplay, where we talk to him and do a little bit of a loadout stuff. I might add this in today's video again. Let's see. All items and currency you wish to protect are stored here, away from the dangers beyond the walls. Each character you unlock maintains their own unique stash. This is important, so your own unique stash, that means you cannot trade at the beginning between characters, because this is something that the character itself unlocks later. I think when you are level 4 in the chateau, I'm not sure, 3 or 4, you unlock the vault, but I think they will talk about that in a second, so I'm just gonna shut up and keep reading. When you return from an expedition, your funds are automatically transferred to your stash, safely stored within its dedicated currency slot. From here you can deposit or withdraw items as you prepare for your expedition. So always keep an eye out for these money bags, because you can find even a gold or more. And a gold in hunger, especially at the beginning, is a lot. Expanding your holdings, Louis, your young and eager stash keeper, provides a modest starting space. 50 item slots, 10 weapon slots, and 4 expansion slots. It's enough to survive, but not to grow complacent. This is also something we had talked about already in last video. Leveling up the reputation system with Louis by doing quests or buying from him or selling stuff to him will give you more of these slots. You can see right here, level 2 needs to be unlocked before you have more slots to put in bags then. So bags at the beginning are very important, because the bigger the bags are that you put in these slots, the bigger your stash will be. I know, rocket science, but still for the sake of completion I'm gonna mention it. Weapon storage will meet then weapon slings and not backpacks. As your reputation with Louis improves, he will grant you access to additional expansion slots. These slots can hold bags found or purchased during your travels, each designed to expand your stash in a different way. Some are built for items generally, others specifically for weapons. The bags you choose determine the shape of your stash, and every bag used to expand your stash is one less bag you can take with you on expeditions to collect more valuables. Choose carefully and you will find it even within safety. Strategy still matters. So if you're looking for backpacks, I highly recommend going for cupboards and stuff like that. Wherever you would assume to find clothes, that's where you will find backpacks. They are not really tough to find. Right now, at least during the tech test and the play testing, they are common. Not the big ones, but the smaller ones like 6, 8, 10, easy to find. Do a few rat runs, extract a couple of those, and your first initial stash problems will be gone. The vault. As you progress through the chateau, your higher level characters will be able to access the vault, a stash that is shared across all characters on your account. I like that system. It will be a little bit of a pain point for some people because I know some people like to grind with the main character and then they put the stuff on the new character to have a better start. I like it because when you have maybe different matchmakings and they are bound to levels, it would be lame that, you know, the bucket with level 0 to 50 or something like that, suddenly there are people that have like super strong gear and armor, while people who just start playing the game, they, are at another disadvantage, lacking knowledge and also lacking gear. So I think this is nice. You can trade later on when you unlock the higher tier zones in the chateau. The moment all characters have access to the vault, you can then trade items freely. And I think this is cool because later on it doesn't really matter when you have high level characters. You can then have maybe a rat char that is all in stealth and quick looting and getting a lot, and you play with that like a weasel. And then you put it on the combat characters. Okay. Development update. It's been a little longer than we originally anticipated since our last major testing milestone, and we want to provide an update on where development currently stands. First, we'd like to acknowledge that Tech Test 3 has taken longer to arrive than many of you expected. While we know waiting is never particularly exciting, the additional time has allowed us to complete a significant amount of foundational work. For a game like Hunger, it is critical that server stability, matchmaking, and backend services are as robust as possible before launch. Taking additional time now is far preferable to encountering preventable issues later. So I'm happy that they addressed this because a few people were a little bit angry. Now we know the tech test state. We didn't know that at the time, but this is so great. It will help now later on when we have an open beta or the release. I hope that we don't have like massive queue times and they can adjust then basically the server sizes and stuff like that. And they will not just immediately be on fire and crash. I mean, all these multiplayer games, or all of them, very often you have a rather bumpy release. I remember my old World of Warcraft times or Diablo times when a new update or a game release and you could just not play for 2 to 3 days because, servers were on freaking fire. If you're interested in participating in future testing phases, make sure you've joined the Good Fun Corporation Discord. The majority of testing announcements, key distribution, and sign-up information will be communicated there, and we don't want anyone to miss the opportunity to participate. Back-end infrastructure and matchmaking. A large portion of development effort over recent months has been focused on systems that players rarely see directly, but which are critical to the game's success. We've continued building and refining our backend infrastructure, matchmaking systems, account services, server architecture, and supporting technology. These systems form the foundation that will allow Hunger to scale reliably as player numbers grow and will play a major role in ensuring a stable launch experience. While this work may not always be visible in screenshots or gameplay clips, it represents some of the most important development currently taking place. Gameplay progress. Alongside infrastructure development, progress on the game itself has continued at a rapid pace. One of the largest milestones completed during this period has been the implementation of our anti-cheat solution. Maintaining fair and competitive gameplay is a major priority for us, and having the system integrated well ahead of launch gives us a strong foundation moving forward. We've also completed substantial balancing work across the game's combat systems. Weapon balance has been revisited, weapon attributes have been adjusted, and we've continued working to ensure every weapon occupies a clear role within the sandbox. So anti-cheat is of course necessary for a multiplayer game. There will still be cheaters because it's always a race between anti-cheat and cheaters. And no game is cheater-free. But we don't need another The Cycle incident. That was sadly bad. Rip The Cycle. I actually enjoyed that game. And especially what they need to combat and battle is real-life money trading. This is something that, for example, Escape from Tarkov is suffering from. They did a lot of progress. I remember the last tech test that we had only one stamina system. Now we have energy system. We have the stamina system. So one for like jumping, sprinting, one for combat. There is now a perfect parry or perfect block. There is now a dodge mechanic that I kind of revealed the last time. So, mea culpa. Some of you actually do watch my videos, apparently, frame by frame, but what you gonna do? So, I can't wait that you guys experience all these changes, especially the weapon balancing is something that I sadly could not judge myself too much, because you need actual PvP for that. And I hope I will meet some of you during the next tech test. Melee combat has received extensive iteration, including improvements to responsiveness, hit registration, weapon feel, and combat flow. We've also implemented our new dismemberment system, adding additional impact and visual feedback to close quarters encounters. Movement has continued to evolve as well. We've introduced a stamina-based dodge system that provides players with additional defensive options while preserving meaningful decision-making and resource management during combat. Outside of combat, we've implemented drag and drop functionality throughout key menu and inventory systems, significantly improving the usability of item management. Optimization and performance. Performance has been our major area of focus. The team has completed a substantial optimization pass across the project, improving performance across a wide variety of hardware configurations. As part of this effort, players can now disable Lumen and use screen space global illumination, SSGI instead, providing an alternative rendering option for those seeking higher frame rates. This is something that a lot of people were asking me during my latest recordings. Do you use Lumen? Do you use SSGI? I'm using Lumen, and I actually have rarely any frame drops while playing on high settings. Tutorial new player experience. We've also completed implementation of Hunger's tutorial experience. New players will now be introduced to the game's core systems, mechanics, and expedition flow through a structured onboarding experience designed to make those first hours significantly easier to understand. Huge deal. So I think one of the major issues that new players have with Hunger is it's not holding your hand, and when you're out of gear, you don't really get a free kit. Both of that changed, so there's no tutorial explaining the basics, and also Louis will always give you, for example, the dagger. So you will never run out of weapons, and then with the dagger, you have to do a few stealth runs, find a few weapon boxes. It's easy to get a backpack, in my opinion, and then you're already good to go to get some more loot. Bug fixing. In parallel with feature development, the team has continued resolving issues across all areas of the project. To date, we've fixed thousands of bugs ranging from minor visual issues to major gameplay, networking, performance, and stability problems. And as always, hundreds of small improvements and quality of life enhancements continue to be delivered every sprint. Not much to say there, bug fixing is always a thumbs up. Then, looking ahead. Looking ahead, our next major milestone remains Tech Test 3. Once Tech Test 3 has been successfully conducted and we validated the systems and infrastructure improvements we've been building, we'll begin opening registrations for our larger scale public testing phases, including our open beta plans. For now, our focus remains on ensuring that Tech Test 3 delivers the information we need while providing the best possible experience for participants. Development continues to progress well across both the game itself and the technology supporting it. Hunger is significantly more polished, stable, performant, and feature-complete than it was only a few months ago. We look forward to sharing more details about Tech Test 3 in the near future. From there, we will have a greater sense of our timeline to an early access launch. Once again, we thank you for your patience. This is also something that I really appreciate, and not a lot of games are doing that. An open beta that is free, right? That's why it's an open beta, and people can try the game. First of all, this will help give the community an understanding what the game is actually about. So you will have less people during the actual release. This is not Tarkov. This is not Showdown. Yeah, because it's its own thing. And then they don't review bomb the game because this is not what they expected. And people can have a fair assessment. Will I like this game or not? I think this will help a lot with a smooth start. Okay, now we have the Missive Tech Test announcement and now a few minutes of gameplay. Okay, and then since the Missive is about stash and stuff like this, we're gonna go in here real quick and I'm gonna show you what I did. Today I'm gonna run the Compass. That will be a rifle that uses heavy ammunition, so you can see I have here 20 and 8 spare. I brought some keys, I don't need this is for daily. With our buff food, for loot identification, 40% for 20 minutes. We're also gonna bring this one. 60% more stamina regeneration for 30 minutes, some healing. I don't need that, that's for crafting. And then the blood bag together with our basic pool for healing, our mechanist tongs, and our ceramic armor plates. Weapons, I have the rapier as our offhand because I can only take one two-handed weapon here. You can see the icon here, this is two-handed, and this one is one-handed. Otherwise it would bring again a bigger weapon. But we're gonna run today a weapon that I think I didn't showcase yet. Okay. Then we also have a quest. A daily in Sombre Forest where we have to check out 3 POIs. That's exactly what I want to do today. I'm ready to depart. This will be then in Sombre Forest. And off we go. Nice, sweet. Yeah. Sombre Forest. Cool. See that step up to 4. Perfect. Our rapier, also nice. We're gonna pop our buff food, our jelly dapple. Maybe a bit early, but let's go. I see the added sound effects to this. Nice. Ooh, yes. Look at the container. Perfect. Then, let's see what we have to do here for our daily. We need to go Watchtower, Blackwood Mill, and Basin Bridge Redoubt. Okay, where are we? Sweet, so Blackwood Mill is straight down here. We have to go like this. Let's do that. Oh, look at this dude. Okay, one is enough. Nice. We're just gonna play again loud and proud. I see the comments when people ask, oh, you're so confident. You play this so loud. This looks weird. It's because this is not really an official server, so... Yeah, okay, took it. That's why I can play like this. I would not recommend playing like this on the tech test or when the game releases. Nice! They also got rid of the explosive sound effect. That was just a placeholder. I said it like 4 times in the last video. That it's just a placeholder and people still complained about that. You can't win sometimes, tell you that. But it's okay. Don't need any of this. Then let's take a little bit of cover here. Yeah, so patrol the Blackwood Mill. We've done that. You just need to go there and check it out. But we gotta loot the place now. Oh, this is so much better without the explosive sound effect. Ding. Bit dark, there we go. Oh, yes, more chests. Would you look at that? And I don't even know that one yet. Perfect. They give some nice XP. We're gonna read that once we are on the chateau. Okay. You know. Now you could loot, of course, not any or like every drag, but don't want to do that. Wooded place. Also, people will see that all the AI is missing, which is very suspect. So maybe sneaking into the place and letting the AI outside stay alive to not reveal that you are here or you've been here might be a smart play. Yeah. What? No, that sadly hit me. Nice. This takes a while now. I don't want to use my... It takes also a while to adjust the eyesight when you look into the sun and then you're inside. Cooling pin. Oh, that is sweet. Oh yeah, some copper coins as we mentioned. Perfect. Would like a silver or a gold coin even, but... Can you... This almost looks like they're hiding something up there. Okay, give me a second. Oh, I jumped through it. Okay, alright. But people might be hiding here when you come in, so careful with that. Also want to close this. Do not leave doors open. Because otherwise people can just sneak up behind you for free. It seems like it stops the repairing when you search containers. Okay, first extraction is open. But we're almost done with the repair anyway. What do we have here? Oh, a key. A bronze key. Okay. Not really what we were looking for. Some of those can... Yeah, sure. I mean, this is all not that great. You're basically looking for the heavy ammo, medium ammo. The crude ammo is something that you can easily craft or just buy in the chateau. Oh, another one. So if you have some cosmetics, some more coins, see? One of the small backpacks, so cupboards are just super good for that. Well, there's the next one. Let's just invest one of our keys here. Probably get another key. Oh, a silver key. Well, okay. That's an upgrade, I guess. Okay. So loot pools is also something that can still be reworked because everything is subject to change. Yeah, I read your comments. Okay. Don't want that. checking for some loose loot. Like coins. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, sure. Take that real quick. That's good. Ooh, move silently for 15 seconds. That's actually not too bad. Spoiled drums for daily. Done here. Let's go outside. A little look towards the hill that we don't miss it when people try to sneak up. We're gonna use a gold key now. Okay, and let's loot this here. Mace. It's not a bad weapon. Lacks a little bit in range. Ooh. Ooh, this is gonna be one of these. Okay, intro from the daily. So the axe handle is not bad. If you have the profession for it. For your melee weapons, they're kind of rare. Rusty tongs is not what I need. For gold key. Okay, never mind. So what I found right there that uses a silver key. Oh, would you look at that? Sneaky. This right here is a key that you need to enter dungeons. Oh, wow. Are we gonna take all of that? Refined ammo is super rare. Okay, let's use this one too. I have one silver key left. A volant, okay. I can show it to you. Very fast reload. Good rate of fire, but the damage is... no. Not that great. So there's a bit more that we could explore here. I just wanted to show you one of these gold rooms, what you can find on there. Let's check out the other point of interest. Okay, I hear a brute already. So I'm gonna clear the outer area, so we have some space. The compass can actually inflict some damage. The problem is the weapon that we found right now is kind of I'll show it to you in a second. Okay, I fucked up there. As you can see now, I keep moving and I have bleed effect, so I'm losing health. So I need to stop. Let's take maybe one of the leather armor plates. Use an ability for healing. Get that done. Nice. Repair the last tiny bit. So these plates are of course really, really good for combat. Because using the regular repair tools is a bit of a drag. Ooh, nice. I'm gonna put that in there, that heals a lot. Ooh. Man, I'm getting all the quests up today. Sweet. Yeah, this will just tickle him, but maybe I just shoot this thing there. Really thought I would pen the whip there. Okay. Apparently he stepped into a trap. Beautiful. Dang. Okay. Kinda depressing. But yeah, you find a lot of that ammo. Oh. Wasn't fully reloaded. Heavy ammo is harder to get. But okay. Aww. Shame. Let's give him a chance. Okay, that hit. If you mess up one of the staggers though, you are in trouble. Nice. So still some of the pathing of course needs a little bit of work. But they're harder to cheese than before. Otherwise you could just trap them in doorways. Okay, there's another trap here. Maybe I can trigger these dudes here and they step into it. That would be nice. Don't really want to shoot them. Seems a bit of a waste. Whatever. Just need to be careful that I don't step into any other traps that I don't see right now. So Keep in mind, those are just absolute trash enemies, right? Lowest tier. And of course, when there is no PvP, everything's a little bit of a pushover. You don't want the stuff to be very, very difficult without any players, because then people don't engage with it anymore, because they're afraid, oh no, if I have now 2 drags on me and players attack me, then I'm toast, so... Not a silver key? Yeah, sure, I'm just gonna spend them all today. Whoops. Louisville rifle. Silver keys are letting me down today a little bit. I'm actually gonna take that, and then I'm gonna equip this. Because the Louisville rifle can one-tap the bloats with a headshot. So I save heavy ammo, use that then for precise shots. Because you don't want to use heavy ammo on bloats. That is something that you really want to have for brutes or for players. Okay, so I have 2 POIs now down. Oh yeah, this is for another daily. Ooh, we just finished that one. Nice, so you can hear the sound effect when you finish a quest. Let's see what else I need. Patrol the Constantius Watchtower. Oh no, is that the one where I spawned? It's the one where I spawned. And then I'm done with the daily. These forests are always a little bit terrifying when you have players around, because you don't see super far. And sometimes I just bump into people. Oh, see? Yeah. It's gonna be a good use case for this gun here. And remember, is it actually strong enough to kill them with body taps? Testing. It is. Perfect. Okay. So I have the mastery that I can run and reload, and I have a few points for faster reloading. And that is, in my opinion, an absolute necessity that you can run and reload. There we go. We have the tower done too. And with that, return to Reno, and we are done. I have the firewood, perfect. I have the twine too. And I need to collect 5 fever few. Okay, so I'm missing that one, but 3 quests done. This is pretty close. I will run around here because going through the pit and everything, there's so much AI, it's not great. We're gonna take the northern approach and then go west and then we extract. Okay. So there's one of our exits. The other one didn't spawn yet. This is an access point to a dungeon, actually. So you go in there and there's a quarry and then you go downstairs. Don't have to keep for that with me right now. Ooh. Are these banners new? I don't know, but I hear some bloats. Okay, the red smoke, that should be me. The red smoke means players are around. Doesn't matter if it's you or an enemy. Okay, then we're gonna switch to this again for the bloats. He sounds very close, no? Because he is. Okay. These guys are, of course. I think they didn't exist in the previous tag test too, right? Bone char. Orange clay. So I think I'm alone on the server right now. Because with all the shooting that I'm doing, I would have already some PvP hungry people on my bum. Oh. This is for crafting. Lovely little tea kettle. But this is where I can craft then the ammunition that I need. Let's see, another bloat in distance. Just gonna go here, maybe I find some good armor. Nope. Oh, there's something that I want to show you though. Because that was possible during the... Ooh, nice. During the last playtest. When you take this, what you could do in the previous playtest is you just instantly swapped armor. Which was a bit cheesy because I brought 4 to 5 purple armors and I just didn't die. So when you do this now, there's actually an animation. So there's a cooldown, so you cannot hot swap armor mid-combat. I think that's great. I wonder if it cancels when I... Okay, it's not canceling it while you move, though. But there's already a huge benefit. Way better than before. So if you get swarmed in melee, you can, of course, not hot swap anymore. That will not work. But when you shoot and you retreat and you can swap armor, I think that is actually kind of fair. Well, there goes my expensive ammo. It's not that expensive compared to refined. And I think the rest are doing melee and get slapped probably. Yeah, all good. And another one? Yes. Sweet. They give tons of XP. So always worth it to get them. Okay, now though I have to drop stuff that I don't want because ceramic armor plates are so good. And then let's reload while we loot. As for that thing, it actually takes a while. I see one drooler there in the corner. That's something that I would like to have. I don't need that much. Headshots so they don't explode. So I don't have these annoying poison clouds. Okay. Let's clear this one. Is this a pale lady actually? No. For a second I thought it was a pale lady. Pale lady is a rare spawn of the drooler. Okay. You please, come here. Okay. This is exactly what I did not want, 2 of them. Yeah, I can regenerate my stamina, like the energy for melee, while I sprint. That's a trait. And I think you hit me there. Ooh. What is that? Oh, that's what I dropped. Oh, yeah, okay. Was still holding the attack. Nice. What do I drop for this? This is whatever. This is whatever too, honestly. Some other stuff I would like to have for dailies, you know. And I think now I will just extract. Check the boxes here. You can, of course, loot all the houses here for some extra stuff, but I'm full anyway, and I don't really wanna repair now my armor back to full. But since you're never 100% sure that you're actually alone, you still have to be very, very careful. Otherwise you're gonna be sad. More copper. Check the ammo and then leave. Especially, dude, I don't need this, but that was just for showcasing. Sweet. I mean, there's of course way more tension with people. Let's see if they rework the end screen here. Sombre Forest, 26 minutes. Oh yeah. Party size, okay, I get 3 times the XP because I'm alone. Combat is... Okay, 7k XP. Is it enough? Nice. Oh. Huh. Oh, that's sweet. That's new. I don't know. I was looking for a skip summary button so I don't have that ding 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 here. Because I was too scared to click return to Chateau because that will probably skip the whole thing. Let me go up here. Nice. And again, 5k XP. So you can see 2 dailies. That's like, man, a little bit between 25 to 30% XP. Reputation. Sweet. Some coins, some stuff to to sell if you don't need it. Sweet. And that's it for the gameplay part. I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, and that's it for today. Don't forget to drop a like so the video gets a little bit of traction. More people see hunger videos, and then hopefully they can join the tech test too. And more people know about the game. That would be great. And then big shout out to my patrons. Thank you so much for supporting me over on Patreon. You guys are always the best. Then I have my link tree here if you want to connect with me on my social media platforms. That would be... Maybe we can do some hunger shorts. That would be pretty cool in the future. But hey. And then at the end, more video. For now, mostly hunt. But we also have hunger. And I think very, very soon... Well, very, very soon. I want to be careful with that. But I can't wait to give this channel more hunger videos. I see you in the next one. Until then, have a good day and bye-bye.